What's up, everybody? RevivalHouse.network, Aaron and Zach back again, and we're going to be doing another Twilight Zone. What's up, Zach?
What's up, babies?
Why don't you tell everybody at home what this episode's about?
We're gonna do the episode, season 2, episode 25, The Silence, baby. And this is a motherfucking episode. It's about this motherfucker. He likes to talk. He's a fucking loudmouth, right? And he's hanging out with his buddies. And his buddies are like, hey, why don't you shut the fuck up? I bet you can't fucking stay shut the fuck up for a whole year, bitch. He says, oh yeah, I'll take that bet. And that's what this episode is.
Awesome. And we're watching on Netflix, as we usually do. They're streaming there, so there's no excuse for you guys to not follow along. This is episode 225.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, play.
Season 2, episode 25. You said episode 225. Fuck up.
Zach, shut up. I'm just kidding.
It's okay.
It is all right.
We get into the classic fucking intro, baby. We should do his other show, Night Gallery, sometime. We can see that show seems way more dated than this show, even though it's newer. Because it was made in the 70s, which it just seems even more dated. The way they shot television shows in the 70s, the weird zooms and shit, the bell bottoms.
Is it streaming?
No, it was on Hulu, like when I had it a while back. I have the whole series, though.
We have yet to do any Tales from the Dark Side, right?
Yeah, we need to.
We need to bust some Tales out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do... It's been a little while since we've done some Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
So, got to knock one of them out, too.
Hell yeah. That guy looks familiar.
So, this is Zach's personal recommendation. The last time we've done a couple, I think they were... the requests of others, listeners. What is it about this episode that made you want to do this one?
I saw it while we were looking for the episode we did last, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that one. That was good. This is for instance, on the last episode, at the end, I talked about, well, I forgot what it was called, but it was one with William Shatner, and it wasn't paranormal. This is another one where there's nothing paranormal that happens.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the character that's just like, I guess they're not really buddies. They're at a party together, and he's like, man, that guy won't shut the fuck up. He's pissing me off. I want to beat the shit out of his face with my dick. That's obviously what he's thinking. Like, that's what I would be thinking. Like, you ever see a man who's so handsome you would actually just smack him with your dick?
No.
I've seen a couple people like that.
No?
Like that one guy that, no, I sucked his dick. The guy in the comments that we were talking about.
I mean, it's got to be your bull.
Yeah, some guy, he watched our Ernest Goes to Jail commentary, and he was like, you guys suck my dick. And I responded, I was like, yeah, we do.
We'll read it in a second. We'll read it at the end of the episode, but that's not exactly how he worded it. But now that I read it, I guess it can be interpreted as an insult. I couldn't really read the context of it, but what he says, you suck my cock. That's all he says. I thought it was a demand. But maybe it is meant to be read as you guys suck cock. You guys suck my dick.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. And I said, yeah, we do. And?
Oh, I'll read what you say. He just goes, you suck my cock. That's it. And then you go, it's true. Thanks for the lovely tea party.
What the fuck? Yeah, I forgot I said that. I thought I just said, yeah, we do. Fuck me.
That was the Diedrich Bader line, right? From Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
That was a lovely tea party.
Make it quick, sexy. And after you're done, make sure you say, thanks for the lovely tea party.
So what you been up to, man? I don't think we've, I always feel like forever when we don't do a podcast for a week.
I've been I've been on a fucking crack binge the last couple days. I woke up in a fucking back alley covered in honey and shit. It was fucked up. No, not really. I watched BoJack season 5, the newest season. I liked it. I like that show.
Does it get better with each season?
At this point, it doesn't really seem like I don't notice the seasons like that. It's a continuous story that I'm enjoying a lot.
I'll have to jump back into it because I tried watching the first season when it first came out, and I didn't think it was funny. It was kind of stale.
I remember thinking the first episode was the worst episode, like, to start with. It's weird. But after that, I liked it a lot.
There's a lot of shows that I don't watch that I just haven't really given a fair chance. Like, I know everybody. I know Mac's all about Rick and Morty, and so is every other 5-year-old. I'm just kidding. I probably just offended a bunch of people because I know adults love Rick and Morty. I know it's adult themed. But I've never watched it. You know, is it funny? Do you like it?
I've watched, yeah.
Are you on the craze? Are you on this show's dick like everybody else?
I don't like it as much as he does. I like it, though.
You know, and I never watched Archer, but I hear that show's really funny.
Never seen that one.
Yeah. This past weekend, I went and saw Alice in Chains live. Went to a show.
Did you help her out of the chains?
Not before I was done with her.
Oh. I remember my mom was like, she mentioned that band once. She's like, yeah, I heard about them when I was like 20, in my 20s. I was going to go to a concert. I thought they were called Alice in Chains, like Allison Chains, like a girl's name.
That's a bit more understanding of a mix-up than Todd's ex-girlfriend in high school. Todd had this ex-girlfriend in high school that I could not stand, man. She rubbed me the wrong way. She tried so hard to be into what he was into and what we were into, and she was just really annoying. I mean, now it kind of sound like a dick, but she was just one of those personalities that rubbed you the wrong way. But this is the same girl that I told you the story about getting busted going through her panty drawer. Okay, this is her.
Because you were looking for an album or something?
Yeah, I was looking for a CD that was borrowed, and yeah.
And you got caught red-handed looking through her panties by her dad, or who was it?
It was the worst timing in the world. Because literally it was like, oh, okay, I think Todd had told me, oh, it's just down there in her top dresser drawer, like insinuating to go get it. I'm like, okay. And I went down there and, you know, the dresser drawer was already kind of open a little bit. And so I saw it with my own eyes without touching anything. And I literally just opened it an inch so I can have enough room to grab it out. Dude, at that very second, man, the fucking dad walks in. It's her underwear. It's her panty drawer. And he sees me reaching my hand in. And it was the worst possible thing.
What did he say? Did you just go, no, I just wanted a CD?
Just wanted to sniff these panties. I was going.
What if you pulled out he walked in and you had her vibrator in your hand and you were licking it like that scene in Basketball?
Like Trey Parker?
Yeah.
Her grandma?
That'd been awesome. And she's like, what are you doing in my mom's room?
I don't remember what he said. It was probably something to the effect of, what the fuck? And Todd came down and she came down and she was yelling at me. And he basically chased me out of the house, and I went first because I was the one being fucking pursued. And Todd eventually came out too, and we drove home or whatever. And he said, and he got banned. We both did. We both got banned from their house.
You didn't, like, you couldn't explain, like, no, this is just a Three's Company style misunderstanding.
Well, I don't know. You're not thinking like that in the heat of the moment when you're scared, because I was startled. I didn't know what was going on at first.
Mm-hmm.
It was really like a Three's Company moment, like you're saying, where I'm looking at him all scared, like, what? And then I look back down and I see the panties. Oh my God. It was just one of those things. But yeah, anyway, that was the same girl. And like I said, she used to really try to impress us and try to listen to the music we liked and try to talk about like the movies we were into. But
she's just trying to fit in. You're such an asshole.
I know. That's what I'm saying. When I think about it, we sounded like assholes because it's like, shh, what a poser. You baby.
You fucking poser liking the bands we like. Fuck you.
I think that's kind of the mentality it was, but it was more than that. Like she was just, there was other characteristics about her that drove me crazy. But anyway, we were super into Alice in Chains. I got Riverman into Alice in Chains, and they were kind of like my high school band. And she comes up to us and she's like, oh, have you got obviously we've heard of the band. Like, she's really trying too hard. She's like, oh, have you guys heard of this band, Alice and Change? Like, Alice and Change. Like, loose change? And I probably said something really dickish.
That's a commentary we should do, Loose Change. The 9/11 truther documentaries.
That's all right.
That'd be funny.
Instead of Loose Change, we should do Milk Money.
That's a good movie. I always liked that movie.
That's a pretty good movie, yeah.
It was on...
I think it's streaming.
It was streaming, yeah, on Prime.
I think this year we need to finish off our Macaulay exploitation. We did The Good Son. We attempted to do Home Alone one time, and it got fucked up, and it's one of the Vault episodes. But we should redo Home Alone. We should do Home Alone 2. Riverman would really be good to do Home Alone 1 and 2 with, because those were his movies just like mine growing up, and he knows about them. So that would be fun if we can kind of rope him. But, you know, we'll stop at Party Monster.
Yeah.
We gotta do Richie Rich, man. Richie Rich is one of those movies where it's not a good movie, but it's a movie that's nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
But
so he just got called. Basically, he just got the fucking the bed. He's like, you can't fucking be quiet for a year, bitch. He's like, how the fuck are you gonna know if I am? Well, we're gonna watch you the whole time. You're gonna fucking come to a place we say, and you're gonna be in this fucking booth, and we're gonna watch you. We're gonna fucking rig it with sound recording shit. You can't do it. So that's gonna happen, baby.
Interesting. So, but I know you said there's nothing like paranormal or weird about this episode, but surely there's gonna be a twist. Like there always is.
There always is, baby.
Okay. So without that, the paranormal aspect or just sort of the weird sci-fi aspect, it makes me question a twist a little bit more, you know, on what it's going to be, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's a money bet, so he gets a shit ton of money if he does it.
Okay, so there's collusion involved about that bet. I'm guessing maybe he's involved himself.
He's got like a big fucking reason to want to win. Because all that money, though. He could get a lot of drugs with that money. A lot of cigarettes to smoke in the 60s when you didn't know they were going to kill you.
Would you ever have a butler, man? This guy kind of looks like old Don Knotts, but would you ever have a butler?
Don Knotts is cool. I would suck his dick.
Yeah, you'd suck his knot?
Yeah.
His
you think he gets a knot like a dog? Yeah.
Okay. So just as a rule of thumb, because you care about Don Knotts and you don't want Don Knotts to hurt himself in the process, if Don Knotts was inside of your ass and he was knotting pretty hard in there, you would make sure he eases out and you'd let him finish coming inside you so he can exit you without hurting himself, right?
And hurting me, yeah.
I mean, well, he already tore you up good. It's not about you at this point. You're not going to be shitting right for a year.
Mm-hmm. That dude looks so familiar. Like
every time you eat curry, Zach, and you're blowing blood out your ass, you're going to be screaming Don Knotts' name. I mean, every time you look at your stool and inspect it for blood, you're going to be thinking about Don Knotts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, continue.
I think I already think about him all the time. I think about him every time I come. Like every time I'm jacking off to some porn, Don Knotts' face just flashes in front of my eyes when I come.
Like Pazuzu in The Exorcist, like one of those quick flashes. Dude, wouldn't that be funny if the next video commentary we do, or whatever video we do that's actual video footage, we just flash in Don Knotts, just like Pazuzu? Like,
you know what's funny?
What?
You know what's funny is I actually I did that already on our what was it? Fucking what was it? Damn. They Live. Like during the video commentary of that, I made random scenes where it just goes to a white screen and it says like,
obey,
click this or something. Like the original idea was that was going to be the thumbnail, was it's going to be that the white screen and then the black text that said click this. But I didn't set the frame rate right, And I don't think any of those quick frames ended up in the finished version.
Interesting. Well, I think it's an idea we should still do.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could get away with putting these up on, like, who owns these?
CBS. Anytime I see an episode show up on YouTube, it gets taken down.
Yeah, so we won't risk that.
Like I remember season 4 was on there and I was like, oh, I could see season 4 streaming, and it was gone by the next time I went to watch it.
It'll be an Easter egg for the regular listeners because they will have had to have listened to this episode to understand that next time they're watching one and they see like a really like does that Don Knotts I just saw? And it's gonna be just like the Pazuzu flashes, like that quick. What?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be him with his bulging out eyes, like he's taken in the ass.
I know the fucking screen grab to get.
Awesome.
I already got it figured out.
Can you do a Don Knotts impression? Oh, Andy! What's yours?
No. I would just bring shame to the Don Knotts name.
Would you nut in the knots?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
I do every time I jack off.
You don't nut in him.
To him.
He dead, man.
Yeah.
He dead.
Maybe I'm a necromancer. Maybe I dug him up and I have him in my yard.
Do you turn his ascot backwards and pull on it like a leash when you fucking ride his asshole?
All the time.
That's actually your favorite Don Knotts because you like Three's Company.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking Andy Griffith Show, actually.
Oh, Three's Company's where it's at, bitch. He took the place of Mr. Roper. Mr. Roper was in fucking Chud too, Bud the Chud.
Yeah, I've never seen Bud the Chud.
It's stupid, but I remember liking it as a kid.
Do you like the first one?
Not so much. I think it's a little too slow, but I haven't seen it in a long time. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, same here. I actually bought the Arrow release, and I haven't watched that copy of it yet.
Mm. See, the guy who made the bet's he's getting nervous that he's gonna have to give him money because he promised that he'd give him a bunch of shit, like a shit ton of money that he doesn't actually have.
Oh.
So he's getting nervous that he's actually gonna fucking go through with it. So he's trying to get him to fucking quit. So he's telling him like, "Oh, I saw your wife hanging out with some other guy and shit like that."
So why would he even make a bet like that where he can't deliver on it? I mean, what does he really have to gain about this kind of bet?
It's all told in the first couple minutes of the show. Like, he seems to have like a fucking hatred of this guy. Like every time I'm here, he's over there just telling these fucking stories. I don't believe shit he says. I hate this guy. Fuck him. I'm gonna try to get him to shut up.
Okay.
And it got carried away with it. I could be misremembering stuff too, because it's been a while.
Interesting.
But can you guess like the ending? Any idea?
Is somebody gonna kill somebody?
Oh, he's got his collar popped like fucking Elvis Presley. Who the fuck actually did that shit? Did you ever pop your collar like that?
No.
Yeah. I remember one time, my mom, like in like second grade or first grade, something like that, she put a fucking turtleneck on me. And like when you're a kid, you don't know like, oh, I'm going to get made fun of. It's just something different. It's like, oh, what's this? A turtleneck. Okay. And then you go to school and people are laughing at you. And you're like, Mom, I can't wear that shit no more. And she's like, oh.
Man, I was subject to all those trends of the day. My mom not only put turtlenecks on me, she would like DIY, like holiday themed turtlemecks and
oh yeah,
and she would like do the hot glue and glitter
Halloween costumes.
No, just to wear to school like a fucking queer. I remember she bought me like an orange sweatshirt one time and it had like a turtleneck underneath it, and she cut jack-o'-lantern facial features out of the sweater, and so and she like bedazzled the outline of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and she put like orange glitter. And
did you ever say like, Mom, you really gonna make me wear this shit, or were you too like embarrassed to say anything?
I don't. Yeah, I used to say stuff all the time like, "Mom, I don't want to wear this," but I didn't really have much of a choice in the matter. But under it, I wore a black turtleneck. So, and of course, you see black under the mouth and stuff in the eyes. And I just look back on stuff like that, and I'm like, man, that was ridiculous. And we were all about the craze of the track suits, the swishy suits. And I'd be in elementary school, and if you showed up late to class and it's quiet, you walk in, everybody sees you doing the walk of shame. Shh, 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 shh. It's really annoying. Or when you have to get up to take a shit, in the middle of class where it's really quiet, and shh, 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 shh.
Yeah.
And then everybody comes in the bathroom. It's like, oh man, what stinks in here? And you hear in the stall, shh, shh. Like, oh, it's the fucking kid in the windbreaker. So, and also I had a mullet. Billy Ray Cyrus was all the rage. I did. My mom gave me a fucking mullet, man. Billy Ray Cyrus was all the rage. And then after that, it was all bowl cuts because Jonathan Taylor Thomas in Home Improvement was all the rage.
Mm-hmm.
I never had a rat tail, though. You come off like a kid that had a rat tail.
I don't know, maybe. I had a mullet at one point.
I'd love to see that. We should make the thumbnail pictures of us side by side in our mullets.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I remember somebody had it, and like a bunch of my baby pictures and like younger pictures were fucked up in a flood. So a lot of pictures like family has and I don't have.
If I can find a picture with some sort of mullet on me, I'll give it to you and maybe we can do something with it. I don't care. You can totally do it.
It could be the new fucking artwork for the Deep End podcast. That'd be fucking hilarious. Just like a 5th grade school picture where it's just you.
Ridiculous. I have a lot of those, man. I got some embarrassing ones I'll share with you. Okay, so
he just fucking won, baby.
He actually won the bet.
He's like, give me that fucking scratch, bitch. I'm gonna go get fucking pussy, man. My hoe left me. I'm gonna get some new pussy.
What's the twist gonna be? I'm curious.
The motherfucker's getting ready to tell him that he doesn't have money. You won nothing. You just did that for a year for no reason.
Is the twist that he's gonna take it out on his booty and he gets like $1 million worth of booty sex?
He's gonna fuck the shit out of his ass. Exactly. It was a little daring for the 60s, but they went that way.
So, wait, he was in there for a whole year and he didn't talk to anybody? He couldn't open his mouth?
He didn't. He did. That's the thing. Like, how the fuck could somebody possibly do that shit? There's no way. Like, you would have to... Maybe if you're sleeping, maybe you wake up and you say something and you're like, oh shit, I just talked. How could anybody go a whole fucking year without speaking a word? But he did it. And he's got to tell him, you get nothing. You get nothing.
So for a whole year, he never left that booth area, that room he was in?
Yep.
How did he make income? How did he...
They explain it through the episode.
Okay.
You're not supposed to think of that.
He stayed in shape. He was eating regularly. He was like Well, hold on.
Yeah, you can talk now, baby. Just...
Oh, he can't talk. Wait. He forgot how to learn? He forgot how to do it? Forgot how to learn.
He forgot how to learn.
Forgot how to do it?
What is he doing? Why doesn't he talk?
I'm actually into this.
He forgot how to talk.
What does it say, Archie? What did he write? Why didn't
Did he cut his tongue out?
You'll see, baby.
He cut his tongue out.
I knew I would not be able to keep my part of the bargain.
He cut his tongue out.
So 1 year ago, I had the nerves to my vocal cords severed.
Oh.
The nerves to his vocal cords, not his tongue. They would have noticed his tongue was gone, baby. So now he can't fucking talk. He's got no money. He just spent a year wasting his fucking time. Genius.
How much money was he promised that this would be worth it? And if you were going to go to those extremes, why wouldn't you get something in paper? Like in writing?
Because he's the worst fucking businessman ever. The worst deal maker ever. You're not supposed to think of that, baby.
I gotta say that That twist was fucking whack.
Oh, fuck you. That was good.
I think it would have been better if his tongue was, cut off like Roach from People Under the Stairs.
They would have noticed that his tongue was gone, though.
Yeah, but I mean, we wouldn't have noticed as the viewer, and clearly there's a bunch of other shit that we're just supposed to let go. Like, what was he doing all this time? What was he doing all this time? Like, don't worry about it, baby, as you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, yeah, no paranormal stuff to that one at all. It was an alright episode. Let's go ahead and I guess we already kind of mentioned it. Read a couple of comments on this Ernest Scared Stupid commentary. Yeah, we got You Suck My Cock from Isaac Alonso, or it looks like Isaac. But, like Zach said, thanks for the lovely tea party. We're going to present them for you. I think you should suck our cocks. How about that?
I think we should suck his dick. I think we should schedule our vacation around it. Go to where he lives.
Let us know. I mean, Zach's down for it. I'm sure Mac will videotape.
We're down, baby.
I don't want any part in it, but Zach will tell me. He'll give us the recap on the podcast.
He's got to let me tape a picture of Don Knotts above the fucking bed, though, when we're fucking.
Oh, man. Actually, how much money... Isaac Alonso, how much money would it take for you to suck Zach's cock on the podcast?
Oh, well, that'd make a great episode.
We'll mic you and we'll mic you and him. But,
yeah, and you won't even have to do it that long. I come quick.
Great. That's good for everybody. It's good for everybody. Gamer Guys Reviews, he says, doing some of the... he's commenting on Goosebumps, the Haunted Mask commentary. I rue that podcast. But anyway, doing some of the films in the Halloween franchise for next month is a good idea, especially since there's a new one coming out soon. If I had to make a suggestion, here are the ones y'all could do. Number 1, he places Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Number 2, Halloween 4, The Unnecessary Return of Michael Myers. Nice touch. Halloween 5, The Unnecessary Revenge of Michael Myers. Nice touch again.
The really unnecessary.
And number 4, he says Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, a.k.a. the artsy-fartsy White Horse one. I'm actually doing my own horror movie marathon next month on my blog called Drive In of Terror, in which I'll review various horror films and games. As far as films go, I'll be covering 4 John Carpenter flicks, including Season of the Witch, even though he produced that one. Here's a little promo, and he shared a link for us. So if you guys want that link, it's in the comment section of the Haunted Mask commentary, Goosebumps. Yeah, that's cool. I think your list is pretty much on par with what we were thinking too. Mm-hmm. We already did the first Rob Zombie Halloween. The second one is still on the list there. 4 and 5. 4 is tolerable to watch. 5 is ass. But I mean, we got to do them. Season of the Witch has been long, overdue as well. So we'll definitely cook something up. I think, as we mentioned on that podcast, I don't know if it would be the most fair thing in the world to just make those our normal episodes all throughout Halloween, to do nothing but Michael Myers every week. So I think we got to work out some kind of schedule to where we can do a bit of a blitz and have them be extra. So we'll have to see if we can work that into the schedule somehow, make a little more time for them. I don't know. Mm-hmm. On the Goosebumps Haunted Mask commentary, Adrian Mendoza writes, I never watched Goosebumps growing up, but I did enjoy this commentary. Thanks, Adrian. You demand. And thanks for saying that, even though we had some technical malfunctions with my fucking audio. And, if you guys want to listen to the last Twilight Zone that we put out, I explain the plight of me getting a new mic set up and adjusting to new room and the sounds and how the sounds reflect off the walls or where I was at, and just fucked with me hardcore. But I think I'm straight now. We're all straightened out.
It fucked his ass and made him humble.
It sure did. But anyway, not going to go on and on too long with this one. This was a fun episode to do. I want to remind you guys, if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you're clicking the notification bell and subscribing, liking, and sharing with your friends if you haven't already. Leave a nice comment, leave recommendations. We'll definitely get through them. Also, if you guys are only on YouTube and you guys don't know already, click on the link in the description and head over to one of the podcast networks where we truly shine. That's where you're going to get unfiltered, unedited for the most part, Aaron and Zach. And same goes for like Mac and Zach Save the World and all the other podcasts, Deep End. Click on the link for the Apple Podcast. We're on Stitcher as well. We're on Google Play. And please, if you're so inclined, leave us feedback, leave us a 5-star rating and maybe a few words, because that stuff is going to help us, gain more exposure, because that's how this stuff works, unfortunately. But we appreciate everything you guys are and all that you do. Like I said, check out Mac and Zach Save the World. I think you guys are still doing your month of full moon. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to pitch that's out right now or will be out as of this recording?
Fucking go listen to the brand new episode, fucking Dollman versus Demonic Toys. It's a piece of shit.
All right. And I think I said it in the last couple of recordings and episodes we did about a new Deep End. I know there's a few people have been asking for that. I really want to do one this weekend. The reason I wanted to do one last weekend, but I was hesitant because I didn't have this audio shit down. I didn't want it to sound like ass, right? I wanted to get my mic situation figured out for that, because that one's a little different. And then I think the week before that I was on vacation. I was at Riverman's house across the country. So there was a bunch of stuff in the way, but I really, 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 really want to record a Deep End as of this recording this weekend, and I'd love to be able to have something like that out by next weekend. So definitely have that cooking as well. That's all we got, Zach. Any last words, man?
Laughing vampires dance!
I couldn't have said it better myself. Bye-bye, puppets.